All right, the summer months are here, and let the analysis begin. Here we go. Checking out Mr. Lex, working on some turns. Let's see what we got. Okay. First things first, not bad. I like this stance. Now, watch right here. So if we're doing like a super tight turn, here's your inside foot right here. Watch the arc that makes, and watch how big of a turn it is. So notice how there's a big turn on this foot. It's a big arcing turn. And so you've combined like a long arc of a turn with a punch stop. So I would say two things. Number one, make this so that when you turn tight, you pretty much pivot right on this foot. So it's almost like this leg borderline stops, then this leg kind of swings around here, this pivot point, and then you almost shoot yourself out from that central location. That's option one. Option two, if you're going to do this wide of a turn, keep the momentum and keep your speed through that turn so you go through it. You know what I mean? So like keep the speed going versus slowing down so much. Because you watch this in real time, you can see how right there, you almost like as you're going through that turn, you slow down to make the turn, cool, but we slow down because there's a limit to the ice and how much the ice can hold when we're driving into it, right? So once you've made that turn, you shouldn't be losing your speed out of that turn. You should be increasing your speed. So you slow down on entry, good. Now when you come out of the turn, if we watch this in real time, right here, you almost stop. So pay attention to this moment right here and how your body looks. Watch how you almost stop there. So you stop and then you have to start again on that movement. All right. And so the question then is, how do we continue with the speed through that turn? Right? So as we're coming in, that leg your inside leg does a decent job of gliding. But again, if you're going to make this wide of a turn, I would like to see you carry it more and kind of carry more speed, because you've just slowing yourself down and spud yourself, and then you got to speed yourself back up. It should just be tighter. That's number one. And then number two, I'm looking. There it is. Okay, so when you're driving out of this turn, talking about losing speed, right? So you can't see it in this angle, but imagine if we drew a line from your head down to the ice, right here. And now imagine we drew a line from your head down to this outside foot and the angle that would be at, this line from your head to your foot. So if you can imagine, you're tilted over, your foot is way far out away from you, your head's way far inside. So you're left with a situation where your head's here and your foot's way over here. Now, when you're exiting that turn, you have to push off that inside leg here, this one, to create speed. But it's so far away from you, there's not a lot of stored energy in there, right? There's not a lot of energy ready for it to release. So when you're making that turn, that inside leg needs to be more underneath, kind of think about being more underneath your head and your shoulders, so that when you drive out of that turn, there's more power in there. Okay? That's what I would say on that. Let's see if we can get a good view of it. But see how this foot is like, if you look here, that foot's almost on your outside shoulder. That should be more towards your inside shoulder. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a wide base. It's on that exit, so you can get that nice drive out of there. So I think that's a huge thing. Pretty proud of myself because I've never actually seen that before or discussed it with anybody, but that just came up. So I think that's a major portion there. Secondarily, good job with your head turning. Yeah, I think that's going to be the 80% of the speed out of that turn, is that inside leg being more here on your shoulder so you can drive out of that turn. All right. Two. Fine. Okay, here. Now, I want you to pay attention to this next step. So let's do, so it's right here. Right there. Look how short this is. I get that you're going to turn back the other way, but still, that's got to be full extension. This step should be like here, like up, 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 up. Like I want to see a huge drive off that left leg to explode up here. So watch number one, this leg not pushing off fully, and then this leg needs to get way out. Which is fine. And also what's crazy, watch on this side, your left foot doesn't slide, whereas your other side, your foot slid. And your head's not leading your turn on this side. But this is a great angle of what we were just talking about. So look how far underneath your body your leg is. So there's just not a lot that you can push off here. So there's not a lot of power being stored for that first step. Right there. That's my guess on this. But then I'm guessing the next step. Yeah, see how short that is? That's short, man. Like that next stride, that right leg here never gets fully extended. Right there. That's not fully extended. There's still like a lot of power. Still a lot of power left in that leg there. And you can see how you're jumping through these also slightly, which is fine, but any jump is lost power going down to the ice. Right there. And they're tiny, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. And here, you can see how your little, whatever that thing is called, off your skate is sticking out. That's just showing you that you're flexed, your foot's flexed up, which is going to create a little bit more tension and a little less foot speed through movements because of that tension that you're holding there. So that I always recommend you point it down. Just like when you're off the ice, keep it pointed towards the ice. So your foot can land. And you can see it better also on this foot also. Let's see if I can show it. Right there. Like that flap, your Achilles protector should be stuck against your skate right there. It should be rock on it, like rock solid. So from there, you see here, so same thing. See how far out your feet are from underneath you? I think that's a huge component. Head's here, feet are way over here. One of those things needs to be in here. And you can see how instead of like pivoting around a central foot on those tight turns like we were talking about before, you make this big arc. But at least on that one, you carry your speed momentum through. It looked like way better. You can see your flap here again. Yeah, biggest thing I would focus on is that inside leg being more in towards the middle of the circle, and then keeping your toes or your Achilles protector against your leg and working on that, and then staying down as you're crossing over versus bouncing. But the biggest thing and the key component I would work on first is that inside leg staying nice and bent on the inside. Go get it. Hopefully that helped.